Dr. Sayyid Irfanullah from Abbasian University, Peshawar. Today we are discussing lecture number 5 of the information security, that is about the types of the cryptography. So basically there is three types of the cryptographies. One is called the symmetric key cryptography or secret key cryptography, the public key cryptography, that is asymmetric key cryptography, and the hash function. In symmetric key cryptography, single key is used both for encryption and decryption. In public key cryptography, two different keys are used, that is one for the encryption and the other for the decryption. And in hash function, no key is used. We are converting a plain text to a fixed length of the ciphertext. What is the purpose? We will discuss it later on. So, in symmetric key cryptography, the same key is used both for encryption and decryption. For example, if there is a plain text, the key is used. For example, the algorithm is this: the ciphertext is generated and it is sent. So the receiver must also know exactly the same password that he applies on it and convert it back to the plain text. In public key cryptography, two different keys are used, one for the encryption and other for the decryption. So if the encryption is made with one key, the decryption will not be possible with the same key, but a pair of that key. So it has two main domains for what it is normally used. I'm not saying only for these, but normally it is used. For the key distribution, that is to distribute a key or a secret key. For this purpose, it is used in a digital signature to digitally sign a document. Some very common of the algorithms in this class are the RSA and the Diffie and Hellman algorithm. So if you look, this is the Bob public key ring that contains a number of the public keys. So if he wants to communicate with the Alice, so he will use the public key of the Alice and will encrypt a message with that public key. So as the private key is only with the Alice, so the Alice is the only person who can decrypt it, not the Mike, Joy and Ted. In the hash function, what is happening, that a fixed length hash value or a hash sum is produced. For example, if there is an input, so a unique hash value is produced for this. So if we make a bit change in the same text, so the hash value is also being changed. So this hash value uniquely identifies an input. So if you send a document to someone by sending the hash value with it, the receiving party ensures this, whether the document is original or not, by regenerating the hash value. So for example, if you send a plain text to someone and he receives it, so if the plain text and the ciphertext that has been produced in a hash value, so he again produces a ciphertext, that is the hash value, and if these both hash values are same, means the document is not altered. But if these are changed, then the document has been altered. So the hash function is normally used for the integrity of data, to ensure the change. Thank you. I am Dr. Sayyid Irfanullah from Abbasian University, Peshawar.